Hi, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm making a lavender hydrosol on the stove here with this beautiful fresh lavender that I picked. I've got a bottle ready here. I just made that label. And then I've got a collecting bowl over here. So here's the pot. It's a canning pot. And you can see the water is starting to boil. I'm using both elements because it's quite a big pot, so they're both on. And I am going to start by, well, it's almost boiled, so I'm going to start by just putting the plant matter, this lavender, right here into the pot. Okay, so I'm putting it in there. And here's a few more petals. Now it would be great to have something to push it down with. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to place this base on top. Okay, great. So that's on there. I'm going to push it down. And I'm going to place this bowl, which has been sterilized, right into the water. So stay tuned for the second part. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and you can see that the water is fully boiling. I've got the lid for the canning pot, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on top, upside down. Now you want to make sure that you have a lid that has an indent like this one. Otherwise, you're not going to have anywhere to put your ice cubes, which is what we're doing now. So I made a bunch of ice cubes. I put them in a brown paper bag. Okay, that's a very good way to store ice cubes if you need a bunch. Is a bag. I tried a bowl before. It didn't really work. They all stuck together. But this way you can have a supply of them as you do this. So what's happening inside there is that the steam is coming up and it's hitting the cold bottom of the lid, and then it's cooling off and falling back into the bowl with all the wonderful components of lavender. And lavender is a great antiseptic. It has great anti-inflammatory properties, and in fact it's very, very relaxing. So we're making this into a lavender pillow mist, like a sleepy mist for the evening. So I'm actually just going to turn down the elements. I don't think they need to be that hot. And we are going to stir this around. I'm using a knife. It's fine. Whatever you have that is just going to help you stir these cubes around. You want to make the lid as cool as possible. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so we're back, and you can see that the ice is all melted. I'm just going to take a scoop where I'm using this metal bowl and taking a little bit of the water off of there. This is just a small batch, so we don't have to worry about a pump or anything. And we don't have to even take all of it out. We're going to put one more batch of ice on top. And that's even half the amount. You could put more if you wanted to. So we're gonna leave it. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna turn it down even more. And I know that traditionally when people make a distillate, they have cool water running through the area that's the catchment. And so we're not going to do that. Like I said, it's a pretty small batch. And in fact, even though once this ice is melted, it'll heat up to the same temperature as the interior of the pot, we're still going to have condensation on the inside of the lid for some time after the ice is melted. So we're going to let this melt, and I'm actually turning it right down to low. And I'm going to check on it in a little while, probably in the next hour. It'll be cool enough for me to just lift the lid off with my fingers, and then we can check inside to see how much distillate, how much of that beautiful lavender distillate that we got. I'll be back soon. Okay, so we're back, and you can see the ice cubes. The second batch of ice cubes has melted. They melted pretty quick. And then I turned off the stove after 20 minutes and let it sit for another 30 minutes. So in total, it's been in there for an hour. And we're just going to lift off the lid here. And you can see there's some dripping off. So if we want to catch all that, we can just let it hover for a minute. You see that? Isn't that nice? Okay, and look inside. It looks like we got quite a bit of the Hydrosol. So it looks to me, it feels like, yeah, it's still pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on a glove. I'm going to pick this up. And then I'm going to pour it into my funnel. Now, you can use any funnel. I just so happen to have this one. And this is the first time that I'm trying it out. So I've put the still fairly hot liquid in there. I'm not sure if I want to exactly fill a glass bottle with it yet. I haven't tempered the bottle yet. So I'm just going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And I'll come back to decant that into this lovely bottle here. Okay, here we are, we're back. It's been an hour, and I put the lavender water in the fridge for 30 minutes. Now it's been up on the counter for another 30, and I'm going to use this fancy, you can really use any funnel that you want, but I'm going to use this one here. It's got a mechanism, and then I just push that. Oh. You can see it going down here. Definitely be careful when you're filling. There we go. And I think that looks good. Okay, so I can put it back on here. Now I'm actually gonna let this sit overnight here. I'll probably put like a piece of gauze or something. But before I do, I want to try it out because it smells fantastic. I mean, this has such a wonderful smell. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, hit the bell so that you'll get notifications when I post new videos, and subscribe to my channel. Let's see if we can get this one on here because it looks like the spritzer isn't really working. Okay, so here we have it. I'm just going to spray. Oh, there it is. And there it is. There's that beautiful. Oh, I wish you could smell it. Anyway, if you do make it, you'll get a chance to smell it. It's wonderful. Thanks again for watching my video. And do subscribe, and I hope you watch my videos in the future. Have a great day.